Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome new viewers. Appreciate you all stopping by. This video is my second practice session, filmed 4 weeks after I finished my radiation therapy for my testicular cancer. Like the first practice video, I am focusing mostly on balance at the line, not falling over to the right or little wobbles on my left plant foot. From my perspective, after having reviewed the footage and actually done the practice, there was a marked improvement in balance over the last practice session, and I'm truly happy for that. It shows that practice does improve aspects of your game if you truly commit to them. I want to reemphasize that this is not about score, but again, I do provide breakdowns of all the games bowled. Future practices will focus less on balance and more on release, specifically release and follow through to consistently hit my target line through the lane and through the pins. I also hope you enjoy the higher view and perspective in this video, as I've adopted it in a few already filmed future sessions. I know this channel is just still starting out and I don't have a lot of content yet, but any feedback you can give would be appreciated. Thanks for stopping by, and please enjoy bowling. Welcome back everyone. This is practice session number 2. Last video I wasn't real happy with where the camera was pointed. I wasn't able to get the arrows and stuff, so I think I've gotten into a better position this time around. You can actually see the arrows. This time around, the lane is almost fresh. We have a leak here last night, which I bowled in. I wasn't on this lane, it was on 21 and 22. And then this lane only had 2 people on it last night. About 6 whole games bowled on it, so it's pretty close to fresh. So this is more of what I typically bowl on in league. Last ball here in warm-up. Okay, so we'll start this first game. Going to try to do 6 games this time around. I know last time the plan was to do 6 games. The amount of noise and everything that was going on was just a little too much for me. So we'll see if we can do a 6-game session here. Again, very much like the last one. Mostly trying to work on a nice balance at the line with a good release, nice and controlled. I'm not doing anything crazy for games, that's not the point here. But if I can do a nice game, I mean, that's just all the much better. So that was the first ball. It was a little inside of where I'd like to be, about a board, so it took a little more oil than I'd like. But it was good and stable, pretty good on balance, no issues there. All right, second frame. Still a little inside, worked out, rode the oil a little bit, pretty balanced. It did actually bowl my best series last night. I was doing really, really well on the balance and the control last night, and I was able to pretty consistently hitting my mark. So I had a 208 game, a 250 game, and a 258 for a 7-16 series. So I was really happy last night. And that was about where I wanted it on a mark. It's the line I typically like to take. Sort of held out there a little bit longer than I'd like. Speed was a little slow as well, so I might need to make a slight board adjustment. So a little one board adjustment. Let's see what happens. And then I threw it right down the middle. Not real happy with that. I mean, the result, that is. The balance was there, the release was okay. Just completely missed the mark to the inside, and obviously the result. So let's pick this up and move on. Did bowl with this ball last night, almost all of the games. Couldn't quite figure out the line with my my benchmark ball, that Rotogrip hybrid that I was talking about in the last video. First 4 frames just couldn't quite get the line. 3 spares and a split open. And then I changed to the Ruby just because I wanted a little bit more hook to it. And it worked out. It worked out pretty good last night. Missed the mark on the inside. A little unfortunate with that leave. Right now I'm really happy with the balance. The balance has been very good the last 5th frame here, and then in practice as well. The last 3 balls were nice and controlled and balanced. So I'm pretty happy right now. Not quite getting the result that I'd like, but it is what it is for right now. All right, 6th frame. Let's see if I can actually hit my mark. Okay, lost my balance on that one. I was able to keep it together. Good result. Okay, and as I was doing before, I have got a app over here on my tablet that I'm tracking all my scores and my pin counts and which pins I leave behind, so I get a better idea where I am. Because in your head you have what you think you bowled, and then on paper it can be a completely different. So I like to compare. Okay, that was better. That's where I want it. Came in a little light, so I might do yet another minor adjustment. Okay, let's pick this up and move on. I'm gonna make one more full board adjustment to the right. Try to throw it just a little bit straighter, a little bit further right. See if we can get it in. Not good balance. Kind of where I wanted to throw it, but not good balance. I'm getting pretty unlucky with those 9 pins. Okay, it's good balance on that one. Going into the 9th frame here. I'm gonna stick with my adjustment I did last frame. See if I can keep it balanced this time. Yeah. Missed it inside. Okay, good there. All right, going to the 10th. Let's see if we can hit the mark. Again, as I was saying, happy with the balance right now. The releases are okay. I just can't seem to hit my mark. Okay, that's more what I wanted. Getting unlucky with those. But again, that's on me. It was light. Last ball of the game 1. I'm going to try to take a little bit further right. That's about right. Okay, it worked out. 195, clean game. Quite a few spares. Only had, let's see here, 3 strikes in that game. Still good overall. Again, I'm trying not to take note of the score too much. I mean, it's always there. But I do believe that the balance overall was pretty good. Release, not so much, since I couldn't hit my mark. But I am happy overall, so. All right, game 2. That was way outside, but that'll come back. A lot more than I would have liked, since there isn't that oil back out there, so gripped and came back in. Okay. Good spare, easy spare. 2nd frame. It was an awkward release, but good balance. Had nothing on it. I'm getting real close to the camera on this one. Woo. Balance, good release. A little light on speed. That's why I barely made that one, but worked out. Third frame. Yeah, a little off balance. Got away with it. And while I'm back here behind the camera, I do wipe off the oil for each shot except for on spares, just because it's typically a little bit different of a line. So in my mind, the oil doesn't really interfere. Okay. Got away with it. It's basically the line that I'm trying to take from here on out. Balance was good, release was good. Looking at the numbers, it's a little light on speed. About a half mile an hour. I typically throw in the 14.5 to 15 mile per hour range on these lanes. Get it? Nope. Okay, speed was good on that. Balance was good. Seems like the oil's moving a little bit around right now. They're fresh. So there is a little bit of movement transition going on right now. And that's probably going to miss altogether. Woo, got lucky. Very light on speed. For spares over on the left-hand side where I do throw my regular ball, I drop it down to about 12.5 to 13 mile an hour. It just seems to work better for me than doing it that way. Okay. That's where I want it. And I'm getting lucky on some of these strikes. They're not quite gripping as I'd like. If this were league, right now and I was more concerned with the score, I would probably move down to my Roto Grip Hyped Hybrid, move a little right, and throw a little bit straighter of a line. But for right now, we'll stay where we are. Again, I'm getting lucky. As of right now, I'm really happy right now with the balance at the line. And the release is going pretty well with it. I'm getting quite a bit more consistent on the line I'd like to take. It's not cutting quite as much as I'd like at the end, but I'm getting lucky with the strikes. Okay, and I missed left on that one. Understandable result. Okay, like I said before, I'm not wiping the oil off on this one. Just throwing a ball. Come on. Too much speed. Too much speed. Okay, well, that is the first miss. 8th frame of second game, the first miss. All right, going into the 9th. That's where I want it. Yep, so there's definitely some oil transition going on right now that I'm not able to adjust to my liking. Let's try to pick this one up. Slow down the speed a little. That was too fast with the last one. Okay, no problem there. 10th frame, I'm gonna move about a half board right. Throw about the same ball. Hopefully not get moved by too much oil. Yeah, it didn't matter. Not good balance anyway. So I think for this third game, I like the Ruby. I really do like the Ruby. It served me really well last night. I feel behind it. It's just not moving as much as I'd like. So going into this third game, I'm going to move up. A ball on my arsenal. It is the Roto Grip TNT. I've bowled about 6 games with it, I believe. It has just a little bit more hook to it. It does have a lot more surface to it. I think out of the box it has about a 1500 grit on it. I've knocked it down to 1000 just because I kind of felt like it, just to see what it would do. It's not a very angular ball, it's a very continuous ball, so it should bite a little bit earlier. Made a 2 board adjustment to the left, and that was missed left by a lot. So these again, I just kind of throw as hard as I can over at the 6 and the 10 and hope for the best. I do try to get to the right hand side of that 6 pin to shoot it over there if I can, but obviously missed a lot with that one. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see if I can actually hit a mark. Okay, that was a little bit better. Still a little shallow of a line. Did work out. Again, marking down my scores on my app. Line up here, 3rd frame. I'd like to move it out just a little bit more. That's more what I like. Still a little shallow of a line, so I think I might move a adjustment, move my feet to the right. Basically take the same sort of line. I just moved over 2 boards, so it's got a little bit more punch when we get into the pins. So moving right about 1.5 boards. Same-ish line. A little light. Had the angle, the punch that I would have liked, but just a touch light. It looks like my ball is stuck down there, so throw my straight ball, see if I can punch it out. There it goes. I'm gonna make another small adjustment, make 1 board adjustment. Excuse me, half a board adjustment. Same line, hopefully there's more punch. Okay, and that's what I like. Basically exactly where I'd like to put it, exactly where I wanted it, and it had the right punch in it. Same adjustment, same line, hopefully. Nice and balanced. Okay, so I did miss the mark by about a board, but it did work out. Gotta love these house patterns where you're still able to come back in even when you miss a little. Let's do it again. Okay. Did miss that inside by about 2 boards. Understandable result. Pick these guys up, move on. And don't chop it. Chop. Right? 8th frame. Make sure you get it outside enough. Nope. Inside. And the baby split. So not real confident with either of these balls, so I'm going to be throwing my buzzsaw, which I'm getting out of the bag as we speak. And again, this is a 24-year-old ball, about somewhere in the range of 1,300 to 1,400 games on it. And there we go. Okay, so back to the TNT. Make sure I get outside. Okay, that was better. Realized that I haven't really made any comment about balance and release because honestly, in my mind, they've been good. I haven't had to worry about it. Haven't lost my footing at the line. Haven't fallen over. Pretty happy right now. Okay, it's good. It's a good line. Just what I like. So that was the first ball in the 10th. I can throw a good number. On the second ball, should break 200, which is good. See if we can do it again. Okay, let's That's good. There's a balance. Got lucky. Sort of fell over on that one. That's the first one in a long time, quite a long time. We're talking almost an entire game where I've done that. Quite happy. Okay, that was good. A little high. Ended up pretty good. 210 finish. Okay, starting game 4. Let's wipe down the oil on the ball. And let's do this thing. I think last game was a 210. I'd like to see if we can beat that for this game. Quite a bit right, but it worked out. It seems like now that the balance and the release are starting to go my way, a lot more often than it was the last practice session, which was 6 days ago. I'm starting to think less about it and a little bit more about the score. I'm still trying my best to concentrate on that because they've been good. The balance has been good. Okay. Good balance. Just didn't hit my line on that one. Inside, I think I did a little too much correction on that ball that got out to the right further than I'd like. Let's pick up the spare ball and not chop it this time. Almost did. Almost chopped it again. All right, third frame. Move out just a little bit. Okay, that's where I want it. Okay. Well, I hit the line that I wanted. Looks like the speed was the main issue. It was 14.2, so it was about a half mile an hour lower than I would have liked. It would have been a more flush pocket hit, I think. So let's see if we can get the speed. And I missed, and okay, so fell down, bad balance. Let's get the spare ball. See if I can actually get them flush this time. I'm gonna miss. Too much of a correction. Last couple ones I've hit a little bit more to the left-hand side of the 6 than I'd like, so my correction was too much. 5th frame. Let's get back on track. Okay, that was better. Still missed a little inside. Had a board, but it's holding the oil, so good result. All right, 6th frame. Okay, that's pretty good. It's better. Balance was good. Release was good. Speed was a little touch low, but not enough to affect it overall. All right, 7th frame. Okay, perfect. That's exactly where I want it. And I get unlucky with the 7. Okay, pulling the TNT at this. Okay. One off comment on, I suppose, the durability here, the cardio, how well I'm able to do into these games. Doing pretty good. Missed right, should work out better. Okay, not real tired. Got my heart rate up a little, breathing's a little bit heavier, but I'm feeling good. I'm also hoping to start hitting the gym here tomorrow. Get back on a workout program. Okay, that's inside. Inside. Okay, going with the Stinger on this one. The Ebonite Stinger, straight ball. Maybe, nope. Keep getting these openings right at the end of the game. Prevent me from improving my score at all. Inside again. Worked out. Okay, that was the first ball of the 10th. I throw 2 more good ones, I'll end up with a 193. I think what's going to happen for this 5th and 6th game is, rather than give commentary on those, I think I'm just going to roll my ball without the pressure or distraction of commentating. Okay, my foot's stuck on that one. Didn't get the full amount of slide on that. Disappointing. Back to the buzzsaw on this. No problems. 183. Not real happy with that. It happens though. Okay, so game 5. I'm gonna cut the mic here in a sec. Continue with the TNT, and we'll see what happens.